Talk365TV's Wellness Minute is brought to you by Brain Rehab Clinic. Good morning and welcome back to the show. I'm Trip Mitchell. That is Holly Love. We're talking a little corporate coaching and there's a great expression in football or basketball too, for that matter. When you bring a player in, coaches, instead of saying I was coaching him very hard, they say I'm coaching him up. And essentially it's just an expression to mean that we're trying to work with someone. We're taking the skills they have and trying to improve them.
Right.
Because it's ludicrous, if you want to use a football analogy, if a team has got, like Air Force Academy, they've got a bunch of small, fast linemen, you put in an offense that works for them. You don't try to tell them how they're going to run.
Yeah.
So you go in and you meet with personnel in a corporations or in an office and you try to make them better given their skill sets.
Exactly. And that is a skill in its own, as I think that's what makes a good management team and a good executive team. But a lot of times what we've learned from the Brain Rehab Clinic and working with them is that a lot of emotional problems, from symptoms of anxiety, depression, anger issues, possibly someone who just seems like that negative person that you work with, a lot of times, more often than not actually, is due to an untreated concussion or head injury or head trauma. And you can do testing through functional neurology and find out exactly what's going on in the brain, and then people will have a complete shift in what you'd say personality or emotional, or you think they have a problem, it just goes away. All of a sudden there's someone who's motivated, on time to work, they're excited to work, they're more positive, they're more easygoing. So Dr. John Hatch has now created a corporate coaching system that he's been doing now for the last few years actually, but he's just doing it in a bigger capacity, where he will create a program to come in and work with your team, or you can send your executive team for like week-long trainings, and he will work with each member of you, help you learn how to up-level your brain from a neurology standpoint. Corporate coaching at the brain level.
Well, and the business environment is so competitive. I mean, literally, you've got to get ahead in this world. It used to be when I was in college, you'd talk about a 50-year plan. They'd always compliment Japanese businesses because they don't think in the next quarter, and they'd say Americans think too narrow.
Small.
Yeah. In essence, the world has changed so much that an item like your phone is the best phone right now. A year from now, it's going to be
obsolete.
So you have to be nimble, you have to be quick, and you have to use any tool you can to make your team better.
The cool thing about what they do at Brain Rehab Clinic is he really knows how to customize a plan that will help your team improve. So it's a really cool program. And we've got one of the executives from a company that has been having him come and work with his team, and he's going to tell you more about it.
Hi, my name's Scott. I am an executive vice president for a computer software company. Over the last few years, we've spent a lot of money on individuals to come in and actually train and to try to motivate our employees and try to get everyone on the same page. One of the things that we would assume when someone's not performing at a high level, maybe it's just their personality, or maybe they just don't have the ability to do so, but in the end, in working with Dr. John Hatch at the Brain Rehab Clinic, he's been able to actually diagnose individuals, and we've been able to determine that they've had a brain injury in the past, and something's, again, just not working properly. And through his techniques and his ability to test the brain and then to rehab the brain, we've seen it's not a personality issue and it's not a motivation issue at all. And the amazing thing is after we get those things fixed, the positivity and the motivational coaching then take effect, and we're able to get more things done and increase in performance at a high level, be much more efficient and effective in all that we do.